What is punishment? What is extinction? How do they connect? Hello, my dear audience. Welcome back to the Applied Behavior Analysis Simplified channel. Today, we're going to dive into the topic of punishment, extinction, and their connection first, then reinforcement as it is viewed by everyday folk, and then by the Applied Behavior ABA specialists. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Quick reminder, if you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you for being here. Please watch the channel trailer to acquaint yourself with the content on this channel. Please view the shorts for RBT task list if you're new to the field and think of becoming certified. Do not skip any of the task list items since all are very important and will be included in the RBT exam. Build the foundation first and then learn more complex terms. As always, at the end of this video, I will reveal the topic for the next video. Stay tuned. Value gained after watching. Understanding punishment, extinction, and their connection, as well as reinforcement through the eyes of everyday folk and the behaviorist, RBT, BCABA, and BCBA. Memorizing and retaining punishment, extinction, and their connection, as well as reinforcement through the eyes of everyday folk and the behaviorist, RBT, BCABA, and BCBA. After watching the video, viewers will be able to describe and explain punishment, extinction, and their connection, as well as reinforcement through the eyes of everyday folk and the behaviorist, RBT, BCABA, and BCBA. Punishment. We know that in everyday life, punishment represents something negative that is caused towards a person. As it is defined in Google Dictionary, some harsh action is conducted towards a person. Example, someone might not speak to a person as a form of punishment. Someone might use a physical action towards another and call that a punishment. Someone might be grounded as a form of punishment, and so on. How is punishment defined in behavior analytic terms? Well, as I've discussed in a previous video, punishment and reinforcement in ABA, punishment is viewed as some action that decreases the future occurrence of that behavior. In applied behavior analysis, ABA, punishment is something that can and will decrease the future occurrence of the behavior that was being punished. Examples of punishment in ABA. Taking something away and or adding something to the environment that will decrease the future occurrence of a behavior. For instance, when Lilia was asked to do homework, but she chose to play on tablet instead, Lilia's mom took her tablet away. Lilia completed her homework first for the rest of the week. For example, when Nina lied to her mother, she was told that she had to clean both the kitchen and her bedroom as a punishment. Nina did not lie to her mother again. As you can see in previous examples, both situations decrease the future occurrence of the behaviors. It is vital to know that there are two forms of punishments in ABA, a positive punishment and a negative punishment. We already discussed both forms. A positive punishment is when something is added to the environment and the behavior decreases. A negative punishment is when something is taken away from the environment and the behavior decreases. Nina's example is a positive punishment, and Lilia's example is a negative punishment. Extinction. What is the extinction in everyday life? Google defines extinction to be something that ceases to exist. How do the specialists in the ABA field define extinction? Extinction in ABA means that the behavior that is selected to be decreased is being extinguished, meaning that slowly that behavior is being decreased to a level of non-existence. The decrease is established by not reinforcing the behavior which is put on extinction. It is important to understand and remember that extinction is a form of punishment procedure in ABA. Examples. Mary screaming in class every time she's asked to complete a task. The screaming behavior occurs very often in class and is disturbing. Therefore, that behavior is put on extinction. To complete the extinction procedure, the RBT ignores the screaming and prompts Mary to ask for a break. Mary asks for a break and then completes the task to the fullest. How is extinction a form of punishment? Now that we know what the punishment and extinction are in ABA, how are these two procedures connected? Well, what is important here to understand is that both these procedures decrease behavior. Another important factor to consider here is that the RBT who's putting the behavior on extinction procedure needs to have a clear understanding of what is reinforcing that behavior, since extinction is withholding the reinforcement for a behavior. Are punishment and extinction important, and should they be used often in ABA? Well, there is a lot of controversy regarding this question, and maybe I will do another video just about this topic. One key point to remember here is that in ABA and by ethical codes in ABA, punishment in any procedure that is considered a punishment is only to be used when all the positive forms of ABA therapy have been tried and failed, and only by the knowledge and consent by the clients and stakeholders when possible, and or assent. I personally believe that punishment should only be utilized in cases where it's only necessary to decrease self-harm and or any kind of harm, and when all the ethical codes have been utilized and followed. What is reinforcement? Reinforcement in everyday life, according to Google Dictionary, is to strengthen some relationship. Reinforcement in ABA is increasing the future occurrence of a behavior by either adding something to the environment or taking something away from the environment. Again, as within punishment, in reinforcement, two forms exist: positive and negative. Positive reinforcement is adding something to the environment. Negative reinforcement is taking something away from the environment. Positive reinforcement example. Leo made a joke in class. All the peers started laughing and clapping. Leo made a joke in class the following day. Negative reinforcement example. Sam had a strong headache. He reached the shelf and took Tylenol to decrease the pain. The next day, Sam's head was hurting again. Sam hurried to the shelf to take a Tylenol. Pay attention that in both examples, the future occurrence of the behavior increases. That is what the reinforcement is all about. The topic for the next video will be why people choose to utilize punishment in ABA and if it is necessary. Thank you for watching and subscribe to be first to see more coming up content. As always, I appreciate your time on watching. Until next video, stay well.